Hi, I'm Dr. Ramashia. This is hashtag knifed.
Fun fact, South Africa is burdened by what we refer to as the quadruple burden of disease. This means that there's a group of 4 diseases that really trouble us as a society. They are trauma, HIV, AIDS and TB, infectious disease as a separate entity, and diseases of lifestyle. There are a number of lifestyle diseases that are worth talking about. Things like hypertension, high blood pressure, dyslipidemia, or too much of the wrong fat in the blood, or even obesity. But today I would like to focus on what some people call the silent killer, the sugar monster. I'm not sure what you call it, but we refer to it in medicine as diabetes mellitus. So what is this common disease called diabetes?
I went to a local university campus to find out what do people think about this disease. This is some of what I heard.
Hi guys, I'm Dr. Ramesh here. I want to ask you a few questions about diabetes. The first question is, as far as you understand, what is diabetes?
When a person has like high levels of sugar and their system can't like digest sugar over like a short span of time, enough insulin to convert. Yeah.
I know there's something to do with sugar. Too much sugar in the blood or too much sugar in the something.
So I think it's like where your body doesn't produce enough insulin or something, or there's glucose. A lot of it.
I would say something to do with sugar and high levels of sugar.
As far as you know, how does one get diabetes?
I know you can be born with it at times. I think from consumption of too much sugar.
You eat too much sugar, and yeah, because I know, you know how when you eat too much sugary things, you're like, you're gonna get diabetes. Yeah, so too much sugar, I don't know.
I'm not sure if it's type 1 or 2, but you're born with one.
That's type 1.
Yeah, and then the other one is your lifestyle choices.
Is there one that you can be born with, as far as you know?
Yes, there's one. Yes, there is. I remember I had.
Definitely not an infection. This is type 1, inherited.
Blindness. That's one.
My grandma lost a finger. I don't know what happened, but yeah.
I heard someone lost a finger.
We get blind.
That's one. Yes. Any other one?
Loss of sight.
Loss of sight is one. Yeah.
I don't know any. Stroke.
Stroke is one. Yes.
That was a guess, but I don't know.
As far as you're aware, is diabetes curable?
Yes, it's reversible.
Is diabetes curable?
It's not
Curable.
Type 1, I think, isn't. You just need the pin. And then type 2, if you fix your lifestyle choices.
Is diabetes curable? As far as you know?
No, it's not.
Oh, no, it's treatable.
Diabetes is a disease of either absolute or relative insulin deficiency, insulin being a hormone. So the role of insulin under normal circumstances is to usher sugar or glucose from the blood into the cell. Remember, these are 2 separate entities, and you can only enter a cell if you're allowed to do so. Imagine going to a party with a couple of friends and you're standing there in the street. You don't have anyone to let you in until one of the ushers arrives. The usher opens the door and lets you go from the street, the blood, into the home where the party is, the cell. That's the role of insulin. So without it, you have a whole lot of sugar floating around in the blood with nothing to do but trouble. Some scientists and clinicians may argue that there's up to 4 different types of diabetes. However, for the sake of this video and for common knowledge, we'll recognize 2, type 1 and type 2. Type 1 diabetes often expresses itself early in life. It is an absolute deficiency of insulin, which means from the get-go, a patient will have to take insulin to keep up with their body's demands. Type 2, however, develops over time. This is the one that is a disease of lifestyle. So the more unhealthy your lifestyle, the more prone or more at risk you are of developing type 2 diabetes. Initially, this can be treated with conservative measures like lifestyle modification. Over time though, one might need to take pills, and eventually, if the body cannot keep up with the insulin demands, you may have to take insulin. In medical circles, this is actually quite a contentious topic with regard to type 2 diabetes. Some may argue that mere lifestyle modification, things like eating better and being more active, can actually cure the disease. Some, though, might argue that once it's too far gone, one can only treat it and minimize or avoid its complications. In medical circles, diabetes is referred to as a vasculopathy. This simply means that it is a disease that affects blood vessels in the body. This will give you insight into the kind of complications one can get with long-standing, poorly treated diabetes. I'm going to go from top to toe. One can get strokes, eye problems, which we refer to as retinopathy, heart attacks, kidney problems, and problems with the feet, either to do with the blood supply to the feet or the nerve supply to the feet. My take-home advice: eat well, remain active. After the age of 30, get your sugar checked at least once a year. And if you do get diagnosed with diabetes type 2, make sure that you adhere to your treatment. Make sure you avoid those complications. From me, thank you so much for watching. You have been #knifed.